Okay, guys, I am here. I can see I have everything kind of set up, but I don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out these pages. Full pages. Well, let's start from the beginning of the book. How about that? Yeah. This is good. Journey to the Promised Land. We can put that up there. Full pages. Full pages are always better. Yeah. Okay, this book is okay. We've done this book. Okay, let's see this book. Okay. Okay. This is a nice full page. This is also a nice page. And this is also nice. Let's put this book away. No, we don't have to use this book. It's a personal book that I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. This here. Yeah. Could you hold on 1 second, my loves? Because I have to go get the SpongeBob. The Mud Podge. It's a SpongeBob. It is called Mud Podge. See? This is the Mud Podge. Okay? And I would like to say welcome to my corner. Come journey with me. Episode 16. And this is about my Egyptian Queens junk book. I like this map here. So I would think I would put this in the middle here. This is a piece of one of those envelopes that come in the mail. Of course, this is going to be framed. Oh my goodness. Here I go. They locked on me. Yeah. If y'all could hold on a second, because I need to go open this. All it does is I have to do some hot water. everybody's week has been going okay. We had some snow out here, so I couldn't get to the, oh, there you go. Boy, boy, this kind of job. Okay, I am back. Never. And thank you so much. Thank you. Now you see, this is what happens. This is what happens when Marshpa gets invited into the party. Okay. Yeah. All that gluey stuff stays on top there. And we're going to do a collage masterboard. Yeah, I'm doing a collage masterboard. So then we could do a little party with it. But I have to cut the strip here. See that strip there? I have to cut it because it is not needed. And since it is not needed, what happened? Okay, here we go, here we go. That's all. Mission accomplished, walla walla. So, we're gonna do I should do it this way. I should do it this way because I might want to do something on that side. So, let me get my other ruler. I should have it here. Okay. Let me cut here. Let me cut here. Let me cut here. I don't like those white spaces. I don't like those white spaces. So I actually cut off and I do the border spaces like this. see that? That's the way I do it. I'm going to keep the map here in the middle. Yeah. Exactly. Like this. Like this. Put it like this. Like that. Then we're going to proceed with this page. And we'll begin here. Alright. And we'll begin with this here. And then we'll come down here. I should just come down here. Okay. And then I should just come down here. And then I should come down. I should have done this side first. Yeah. That's the way I should come down. Now I gotta cut all those little side kicks. See, this is a side kick. And I like to throw this out while I'm at it. And here we go. That goes there. That goes there. That could go right on top of there. That could go there. Okay, now this little side piece here. Yes. And we are doing just fine for my first day back here. Well, I'm sorry if I didn't give you the welcome party song. No, there's no welcome party song. What it is Journey to the Promised Land. This one goes here, right? Okay. And this one goes here. And this goes like this. This one is upside down. We don't want it upside down. We want it like this. Fine. That's the way we're going to do it. Then we got this here. Okay. These here are garbage. Okay, I hope you guys are listening. Wait a minute. Okay. This we could cut. Right. So, let's cut this here. This side like this. Here we go. And here we go. We are making a masterboard because I want to cut out picture frames. And once I get the picture frames, then we cut out what we're gonna put on, what we're gonna get on, what we're gonna use for picture frame. Now this one here, I like this. There we go. Egypt and the Red Sea. Okay. Egypt and the Red Sea. Yeah, I like this. This is beautiful. Journey to the promised land. Like that. Put it like that. And then we're going to put it like that. And we're going to put it like that. Right? Then we're going to journey with this here, over here, and we put it here, and then we put this one here. Yes. And then this. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to print this out because I like that Journey to the Promised Land. And it becomes this here becomes this was a book that I came about. Yes, look at that. And this page. Okay. Let's hit this here. Let's hit this here. Let's hit this here. This here. This here. Okay. And this comes here. We hit this here. This here, like this, because I really want this map in the middle. Yeah. This page. Yeah. We got this page. Like this, right? We have this page like this over here. Then we have this cut here. That cut there. We have this cut here. We will have to cut it on this side. And cut this side. And cut this side. And we will going to, okay. Let's see this. Leave that there. And let's take the inking. We don't have to ink the inside. Let's do all this inking here. We're going to do all this inking. Because we are going to stamp on this. Let me put this to the side here before I get mixed up. And then you guys know me. And yeah, I gotta do this by pieces because this is my centerpiece here. Yeah. So let's do this here. Yeah. I was reciting a little bit about my story as a child when I came to, when my father migrated us to New York City, how we flew down in an 8-engine, 2-wing airplane. There was 4 engines on one side and 4 engines on the opposite side. And the thing about it was that, well, altogether it was 8 engines. And it took 8 hours to fly from the island of Puerto Rico to New York to the Estados Unidos. 8 hours it took. And I dropped the paper here. Okay. An hour. It took 8 hours. Then when we got to Manhattan, they were just building the airport. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the name of the airport, so I won't. But they were just building it, and this was back in 1954. I was born in 53, 55, 1955. So there was no, the only thing you had was the runway. That was it. And once you got off the airplane, you had to this is not it. I want this skinny one, smaller one to show more. Okay, this is it. Once you got off the plane, it was nothing but runways. So there was a bus, there was no terminals. You know how they call you now and you get on the walk to go from the lounging area to the plane itself, into the plane. They didn't have that. What they had was a staircase waiting for you. And you will have to get off the get off the plane, walk over to the staircase, and there'll be a bus there waiting for you. And that bus will take you then to the terminal. that's the way it went. This is coming out nice. I like this. I like this. So, then you have to walk down what seems like forever to where the luggage was and wait for the luggage. And back in the days, your party, the party that was there to pick you up, they were allowed to walk up to where the luggage was and greet you there. Now, I've been to several different airports since then, and the airports are so different. There we go. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Yes. And so therefore, they'll be there waiting for us. And off we went. At the time, there was no Ubers or private cabs, things like that. And okay, this is it. This is it. Okay. And they were what we call the checker cabs. They were yellow. And on the side, you know, you have like a ribbon running across it. And when you had the ribbon running across it, it'd be a checkered. It'd be yellow and black. And so, therefore, they were called yellow checker cabs. And that's what you have done. Now, these yellow cabs were not regular sized cars. They were big oral round cabs and taxis. And they were made a whole like 8 people. Yeah, they were like to hold 8 people. See, I like the journey to the promised land, Egypt, because that's what the book's about, Egypt. This one here. And that's the cab that we all took now. The family consisted that was traveling. My mother, my father, because he went to pick us up. He was already in the States. He had come to the state before we did. And so he was there to pick us up with my mother and 6 children. we all fit in the cab. Now these checker cabs had little stools that were dug into the floor. So when you needed the extra seats, you would pop them up and you would sit down on these stools. And I was barely 2.5 years old, so I enjoyed it. That was my thing. Yeah, I want to sit right there. I want to sit right there. But, you know, New York is a nightlife city. So the beauty of New York is the lights at night and the people and all that. And I can't remember if we came during the day or the nighttime. No, I remember it was the nighttime because I was too small and I cheated myself. I put up such a fuss to sit in one of the seats, pop-up seats. That I was too small to see the lights. Next thing I know, I'm waking up and they're putting me in bed. So I didn't even see the apartment. I didn't see none of that. And so I remember the next morning, it was like, ain't no more trees and ain't no more riverbanks and creeks and lakes, and we can't go playing in the we can't go playing in the palm trees and in the sugarcane fields, and it was a disaster for me. My brothers and sisters, they enjoyed the scenery, you know. They were up high where they could look out windows. I was restricted because I was too young and maybe I would fall out the windows. And I was condensed into a 1-bedroom apartment, which was like, oh my God, what are we doing here? I don't want to be here, was my outcome. I don't want to be here. What is this place? There's no water, there's no bamboos, there's no sugar cane. I had a fit. So my journey to the Americas at 2.5 years old was horrible. I had to get on a small plane with 8 engines. I vomit all the way. I just vomit and vomit because of the, how do you call that? When the plane goes ooh, up and down, the air pockets. Because of the air pockets, I was throwing up. It was horrible. Then I didn't see the nightlife, so I was upset at that. Then I didn't see where I was going, so I don't know where I woke up, and it was just horrible for me. Just horrible. Okay, this side's done. Yes, I love it. Now, this is beautiful. Okay, here we're going to do the bottom. I'm going to have to do this. like the words being zigzag. And this recipe here has to show. So let's do this two first. So I finally got over where I was, or rather where I wasn't. Where was I going to live for the next whatever many years I had to live. And I didn't like it at all. But I got over it. Only I kept quiet. And we got to taste different kind of fruits. Because if I remember, these fruits I didn't eat in Puerto Rico, which was the cherries, the pears, we ate oranges, we ate quenepa in Puerto Rico, but they didn't have that here in the United States. They did have aguacates, which is avocado, and that was a must for our dinner. But there was a lot of fruits I remember that I got introduced to. And I loved it. The eating of the fruits, that is. But now, my father settled in the Jewish part of, I did that wrong. He settled in the Jewish part of the Lancy Street. Now the Lancy Street was the Jewish, that was their residency. The Jewish residency was the Lancy. And you had all the Jewish merchants there. And that part was mainly for it was the Jewish ghettos. It definitely was the Jewish ghettos. So that's where everybody migrated to, coming in, all immigrants. Italian, Irish, Russian, and the Jewish community, as these immigrants moved in, the Jewish community started moving out. I don't know where they went to. Now, these apartments were one-bedroom apartments. And these one-bedroom apartments were exactly that, one bedroom. You didn't have the luxury of having a bathroom in it. So to each floor, there was 4 apartments. And these 4 apartments, 2 on one side and 2 to the other side. And the thing about it was that we had to share all 4 apartments, all residencies of the 4 apartments had to share in this four apartments. Now there were 6 flights, and each flight had its bathroom. Now the bathroom was in between the 2 apartments, the 4 apartments on each floor. And it only had 1 sink, 1 little hand sink, which was used to wash your face, but you couldn't do nothing else with it. As little as I was at 2.5 years, all that fit there was my hands and my face. Yep. That's all that was able to fit there. My hands and my face. So that was the hand sink. Literally a hand sink, not a bathroom. It was a bathroom sink because it was in the bathroom, but it was nothing but a hand sink. And then there was the toilet seat next to the hand sink. And next to the hand sink was the wall. So you would walk into the bathroom, maybe 3 feet, you got a toilet seat there with an elbow pipe going up towards the ceiling of the bathroom. And then it had a wooden tank with a chain. And that wooden tank had the water, and you would pull the chain when you wanted to empty out the toilet. And that was the bathroom with a window. Yep. With a window. I'm getting close to my hour here. And let's put it up there. And now when you got to the apartment, it's where you had the bathtub. So when you walked into the apartment, to the left. I'm going to tell the story from right to left because that plays an important part in my story. And we walk into the apartment, to the left, you will find rip this off. This don't belong there. Okay. And this is how you make a masterboard. There's many ways of making masterboards. So, when you walk into the bathroom, to the left, you have another hand sink, which will double as a hand sink to be able where you could wash the dishes, right? You will wash your food to eat, to cook. Okay, I need one more page, guys. And to the right of that, you will have the bathtub. Yep. You will have the bathtub, right? To the right of the bathtub, you will come to a set of French doors. And back then, it was such a beautiful thing to have French doors in your apartment. My mother would take the French doors and she would put silk ruffle curtains on the inside and the outside, because behind that door was the parents' master bedroom. Yeah, that was the master bedroom, which was actually a living room. And my parents converted it into the master bedroom. And in the master bedroom is where you have, oh my, all I needed was one. Oh yes, look at this, just one. And I'm finished with this masterboard. And it's gorgeous. Yes. We are done. Okay. And guys, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. I will ask that you subscribe, because I normally do videos every day, but because of the weather, I wasn't able to do my everyday videos. I haven't done videos like for 4 or 5 days. Plus, I had a asthma attack. In my last video, you could hear my coughing, and I apologize for that. But when you subscribe, you're able to get the notification of when next you will be getting a notice of my next video. That way you don't have to miss a step. Yes. And yeah, y'all won't have to be missing a video. Yes. And look, we finished our first masterboard. And I'm going to leave this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back and I'm going to put little, this is not the stamping one, because the stamping one, I want to do it with collage paper. And I also have to do the collage paper for the book, for the back of the book. Where's my book so y'all can see? Oh, my book is somewhere over there. So I thank you. I thank you once again for following me and come with me on my journey. Egyptian Queens, number 16. The next one would be Come With Me on My Journey, Egyptian Queen, episode 17. And then we're going to work on this masterboard here. This is beautiful. I love it. But I'm going to put it underneath my mat where I leave things overnight so they could get flat. But if they don't, then I put them on my presser. But I want to show you guys this here. This is also a masterboard that I am making. And you see the shine? I don't know if you see the shine. Let me see. If I could bring on the shine. You see the shine there? This is because it's embossed. Yeah, I could see. See that? It's embossed. So, what I want to do is let me fix this here. I messed up on the, okay. I want to emboss the whole paper because I'm going to die cut on this paper little designs that go on my Egyptian queen pages. And this takes a while because it has 3 colors. So you can use the big embossing pad like this. You have to use the dabber like this. You have to use the dabber like that and dab it. And that's how you get the marble effect of the three different colors here. But you see that embossing, you cannot do it with the embossing pad. Well, I can, maybe you guys could. But if I do the embossing pad, it embosses the whole area, so then all the powder settles on one place. And this powder is kind of hard to work with. I'm a beginner. So I have to do the embossing so that way I could do my 3 colors. You see, some are light, some are dark. I love this process here. I love it. And with all this, I will continue my story to New York and finish my masterboard. I thank you guys for sitting down and watching with me. I love you guys. Amen.